Preceded by a shower of flares, German bombers rained fire and high explosive bombs in their most savage attack on London. Here again is the blood, the sweat and tears that Nazi warfare brings to the men, women and children of city, town and village.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Yeah, my mum and dad were both in the war. My dad joined the army 2 years before the war actually started. He was what they call a part-time soldier, so he had a proper job. And then in the evenings and weekends, he would go and be a soldier. And then when the war started, he became a full-time soldier. And he went to Africa and fought in the 8th Army in North Africa. And my mum worked on the ambulances in London during the Blitz. She was an attendant. She wasn't a driver, she was an attendant. So she saw all the bombs and everything that was happening there. And she said on one occasion when she was at home, there was an air raid and the ceiling fell in. There was an explosion nearby and the ceiling, but luckily she wasn't hurt, so that was good. And my dad wasn't hurt either, except that when he came, because I was born 2 years after the war finished, but he had some really nasty scars on his arm, and I said to him, how did you get those, Dad? And he said, I got them in the war. So I thought he might have got them in sort of hand-to-hand combat with a German soldier, but he said he was riding a motorbike in the desert and he came around a corner and drove into some barbed wire, which wasn't a very good thing to do, really.
Okay.
Thick smoke hangs over the heart of Britain as a choking dawn reveals the terrors of the night. London has been wounded during the hours of darkness, but what colossal strength runs in her veins? As hoses still play on the smouldering ruins, a fireman is heard to say, blimey, he wasn't half cross with us last night.
Wel, ges i'n ngeni ar ôl y rhyfel, tair blynedd ar ôl dy fe orffen, ond dwi'n cofio'r teulu o gwmpas y bort yn sôn am Abertawe yn cael ei bomio. A gallu gweld os nhw'n mynd i ben yr bryn tu ôl i'r tŷ yn edrych lawr i'r ddinas a gweld ar dân. A hefyd oedd stori mynd am yn gi yn yr ysbyty a oedd yn gyffredwr y bobl allan o'r ysbyty a mynd â nhw i'r lle i gael cysgod. A oedd hi'n iawn, diolch beth. A wedyn oedd yn ewyr hi'n byw gyda ni yn y tŷ a oedd wedi bod yn filwr ifanc. A welwch chi'r llun ohono fe yn cael ei garcharu, wel, mynd yn garcharo'r rhyfel pan oedd e wedi mynd gyda'r Airborne Division i Arnhem yn yr Iseldiroedd. Canllyn Montgomery oedd hwnna yn 1944 i ddal y pontydd fyna, ond nath y canllyn ddim gweithio ac oedd lot o bobl i ladd. O'n nhw enwyr Operation Market Garden oedd enw'r brwydr, ond oedd hefyd yn cael ei alw'n The Cauldron, a oedd lot o filwyr wedi cael ei lladd. A mae llun yn dangos yn Ewyrth mewn rhes gyda carcharorion eraill oedd wedi cael ei dal.
This is a cartridge, the type of ammunition used in most small arms.
So this is a rifle very much like one's ordinary soldiers, British soldiers would have used in the Second World War. It's a real rifle, and it's called a Shortley Enfield. And these are the bullets that they would have used. And 10 of these would have gone in here. 10, and they go into this thing here. And every time you fire one, every time you pull that back, the old one comes out, and the new one springs up, and as you do that, it goes in. It's ready to fire.
This is the BBC Home Service. We're interrupting programmes to make the following announcement. It is understood that in accordance with arrangements between the three great powers, an official announcement will be broadcast by the Prime Minister at 3 o'clock tomorrow. In view of this fact, tomorrow, Tuesday, will be treated as Victory in Europe Day.
Hwn yw dyddiadur na'n fi. A mae'r o'r diwrnod nath yr ail ryfel byd orffen. Mae hi wedi ysgrifennu ynddo fe. At midnight, it was announced that the World War is now over. Thank God it is at last ended.
We'll meet again Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.